How's it going, guys? My name is LongBarrel and welcome back. This will be the episode 20 of Road to Dragon Lore. Yes, I have actually taken a week to upload this new video because it's been one of the most profitable weeks for me ever, because I've been buying like crazy and selling like crazy, and there's going to be profits on profits, as you'll see in the video later. I think maybe in the next few episodes, I think it will be time to buy the Dragon Lore because right now I can definitely afford one. Like I said earlier, my goal is to buy the Dragon Lore, but at the same time have a few keys left over. So that's what I've been doing, collecting a few keys before I actually buy the Dragon Lore. So then what will happen is, you know, once I buy the Dragon Lore, I won't be stuck without any keys and just an empty inventory with like one expensive ass skin in there. But yeah, let's, without further ado, get into the video and you know, talk about some stuff. So as usual, I'm gonna be keeping track of all the profits in this video, and we're going to begin with the first market sale. This was a Huntsman Knife fade. As you guys remember, I made a mistake with this knife. I bought it for 80 keys by accident because I didn't know what I was actually buying. But that happened all the way in October, and as you can see, I got rid of it on December 6th. I was pretty lucky because I put it up for $303, hoping that it would sell, and it did. And I think the reason why it sold was because mine was a really high fade, so it looked really nice. So if we divide that by 3.29, you'll see that I made exactly 80 keys. Perfect, just beautiful. You know, got my money back, no losses there. Moving on. So this was actually the first knife I bought after the last episode. This was the M9 Bayonet Crimson Web field tested, of course. If this was the minimal wear one, it would be a jackpot if I bought it for this amount of keys, but no, this is the field tested one. Of course, it has a pretty shitty float, actually probably one of the shittiest floats you can get on it. And yeah, it's not a bad knife. I actually like these knives as well, on par with the Karambit Crimson Web field tested. This is you know, another knife that's actually one of my favorites, although it's a pretty cheap knife. I bought it for 51 keys, and yeah, I still have this knife to this day. It is currently on the market because it kind of inflated a little bit, not the market itself, but just the knife, because if you look at what I bought it for, this divide that by 0.8 to see what the market value was. You see, I bought it for 209. It is often selling for 217, and right now it's at 224. So if we divide that by 0.8695, if you're wondering what this number is, it's the Steam tax, like the more accurate number. So that's the kind of the approximation that I use. And yeah, as you can see here, I'll be able to make like an 8 key profit. So pretty good knife for me. So I'm actually not gonna write this one down because I haven't sold it yet. I still have it, so I'll leave that for the next episode. And here it is again, boys. I swear to God, this Karambit Crimson Web field tested, it is my lucky charm. It's honestly the best knife in the game. I'm not even joking, you guys. So I got this Karambit Crimson Web field tested. This guy sent me a trade offer for 97 keys. This is what I advertised on Lounge, and that's what I got. So let's actually multiply that by 3.29. And yes, I love this knife, and this particular knife I love the most, and we'll show you why later on in the video. But for now, I just want to talk to you guys about the prices. So this is the quick sale price I bought it at, and if we divide that by 0.8, you'll see that I bought it at around $398. All right. Now this Karambit itself sells for around 400 and let's say 20-ish, somewhere around there. Obviously it dips. Obviously, you know, the higher floats, you know, get sold a bit faster. Some floats get sold a bit, you know, like lower. So this knife, I can easily already, like when I first bought it, I can easily already make around a 13 key profit. No joke. That's what I, you know, the value from the market that I got already giving me. But take this. When I bought this knife, I went to my CSGO. Well, first off, I took a picture of it, right? I noticed that it was really nice looking. There's not a lot of scratches, not a lot of webs either, but it's the float. I went into CSGO.exchange. If you guys don't know what that website is, it's a website that shows all of your whole inventory basically, and all your skins in there. It's kind of like a better inventory like checker for CSGO basically. So what you do is you log in, it counts up all your items, it shows you the float, your fade percentage on your knife, all that shit is just really awesome. It calculates the amount of keys you have, the total value. It's just one of the best sites ever. So I'll link that in the description. But the Karambit Crimson Web, right? Check it out. It has a 0.1593 blah 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 blah. You know, whatever the numbers follow, float. And why is that so significant? Well, the reason why it's so significant is because a field tested Crimson Web, right, would be within 0.15 float and 0. Not really sure what it is. It's like and below, basically. I don't remember what the minimal wear or the well-worn ones start at. You know, below which float. But basically, this one is a 0.1593. And that means it's one of the highest floats, you know, you can get, or lowest floats, sorry, you can get for a Karambit Crimson Web. So this guy who sent me this knife for 97 keys probably did not know that this had such a low float. So I can make a shit ton of money on it, and you'll see what happened in the next few minutes of this video. All right, I actually take it back. I'm not gonna say that it was my week that was the most profitable. I want to say it was that one day that was the most profitable, and that was December 6th. This was basically yesterday. So I got pretty lucky yesterday. So I put up this Huntsman Slaughter for $275. You know, not a bad sale. And I put up this Butterfly Knife Slaughter, which I had for a very long time. If you guys want the history of it, I traded a 85 keys for Hyper Beast factory new stat track, and then like later on I traded that Hyper Beast stat track for a Butterfly Knife Slaughter factory new. And at the time, it was one of the best offers ever because I could have made like 20 key profit, you know, if I waited long enough. But then the market crashed, and then I had this knife for such a long time that I even forgot when I last had that fucking up stat track factory new Hyper Beast. But it doesn't matter. I had these knives in the last two episodes, you guys do remember, and I was able to sell it for 393 on the market, of course. Again, it was like an inflation. I struck at the right moment, and it, as you can see, it clearly sold. Both of them actually sold in like within 30 minutes of each other. So that was actually pretty cool. So I'm actually gonna count this up for you guys because again, this was some pretty nutty profit between these two knives. Again, it was a pretty profitable day for me. If you guys do remember, I bought this Huntsman Knife Slaughter for 67 keys, and I bought this Butterfly Knife Slaughter for technically 85 keys, okay? So this is what I got in total. If we divide that by 3.29, you'll see that technically I was able to make 174 keys off of it. So it was 174. I did buy the keys yesterday. I did count them up. It said 174 new items, blah, 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 blah. So that was a total amount. So let's actually count up 67 plus 85. It's 152, right? Now we minus that 174. I made 22 keys from these two knives, basically. So 11 keys each. Really nice. That was a pretty nice day for me to sell them. You know, the Huntsman Knife Slaughter, it was kind of like a so-so knife, because this one in particular was like, it was really going down a lot, but it was stayed in the same price, like 264, 263, which is exactly what I bought it at. But then finally it inflated like $10, and then I was able to hit the market real quick. Somebody bought it. Same thing for this one. It was selling for around like 360, 370 maybe, and then finally it went up to like 393 for just that one time, and I sold it and somebody bought it. So just again, if you guys want tips, because a lot of you asking like, how do I make profit? Like, just wait. Like, honestly, waiting is just your best friend. Like, patience. I have so much patience with knives because I can afford them. I can afford to hold on to these knives. So that's why when I have the patience, I can really maximize my profits in the long run. Again, on that same day, December 6th at 11 p.m. This happened again yesterday. I bought a Karambit Night field tested, and actually at the time I was talking to my friend on Skype, and when this trade came through, I literally laughed out loud because I just realized people are technically just literally giving me money, just gifting me keys, like, here you go, LongBarrel, have all these keys for yourself. So I was like, all right, I'll take him. But no, the funny thing is, because this Karambit Night, right, I was able to sell it for, or not, I actually hasn't sold it. I bought it for 64 keys, right? I had it advertised for 65 keys, and the trade came through at 64 keys for some damn reason. So let's actually show you guys what I'm talking about. So 64, multiply that by 3.29, and divide that by 0.8. So at market price, this would be the price that I bought it at. It would be the same price that I bought the minimal wear Huntsman Slaughter. And the funny thing is, the reason why I said people are giving me money is because this Karambit Night, if you check the graphs, it peaks at around $290. So 290, like maybe 288, maybe around like 270 with like some of the shittier floats. This one doesn't have the best of floats, but I can still make a shit ton of money on it if I sell it right. So I'm actually not even planning to hold on to this knife for much longer, because again, I can strike the market at the right time and get a shit ton of profit on it. Because if I were to, let's say, want to make 10k profit on it, right? So it would be 74, multiply that by 3.29, and then divide that by 0.8695. You'll see that I would only have to sell it at $280. But if it peaks at around 288, 290, that means I have a bigger profit margin. I can make like 13 keys off of it right now. So yeah, this is just one of the best days ever for me, I guess. So of course I saved the best for last. Here we go. This is the Karambit Crimson Web field tested. I managed to secure a trade. What I did was I posted a lounge trade saying that I have a really low float Karambit Crimson Web, with all the CSGO.exchange links and all that stuff, and all the screenshot links, and I got this offer right here. It's 4 knives for one. Of course, this was a massive overpay, and this is again the reason why I'm saying that I'm making money. Like, people are giving me money. This guy who sold me this Karambit just technically gave me free money. And if we go back to this, I actually saved the page where I posted all of this up onto the marketplace, and this is this is the amount of money that I would make if I were to sell all of these skins for these prices, right? So again, most of these skins are around like $2, just above the lowest price at the moment. And as you can see here, it was this is the total value of the knives. This is the market price, the full price, and this would be the after Steam tax. This is how much. No, it's actually more than that, because again, there's like the 30%, the 5 to 30% sale on it. So I guess this would be a bit more, but this would be, regardless of that, this would be the Steam, tax after tax, basically, price. I'm starting to just screw up my words here, but let me actually show you. If I were to sell all of these at this price, I will show you how much money I will make off of this profit, off of this bullshit. You can clearly see already it's 124 keys. Let's subtract 97. That's 28 keys, my friends. That's 28 keys that I can easily make off of this trade. And it's all thanks to the guy that sent me that Karambit Crimson Web with a really low float without even knowing it. Beautiful. Just fucking awesome. I love it. But yeah, the reason why I saved this page is because, I wanted to show you guys the value. And I have totally not been keeping track of the profits. So let me actually do that real quick. Yeah, guys, so I actually realized I made a bit of a mistake. It wasn't 11 keys profit per knife with these slaughters. It was actually 12.5 keys per knife, because I realized that it counted 67 instead of 64. So if we do 64 plus 85, you'll see that this is the amount that I bought these two knives at, and if we subtract the amount that I got, it's 25 keys per both of these knives. Well, for both of these knives, so it will be like 12.5 keys on average, basically. So yeah, really fucking awesome, I'd say. So let's actually keep track of that. I just realized there's not much to track because I haven't been selling all too much, I guess. It's only been two knives that I sold recently. And yeah, if we actually go back to this, as I was saying, I'm gonna refresh this page and see what's up. Yeah, so clearly the Hyper Beast sold, and if we go to my market history, you'll see right here that it sold for $37.92. I still pretty much profited from it. Divide by 3.29, like it's 11 key profit, sure. So right now, the only thing I have to do is I have to sell these, and whatever these sell at, I'm pretty sure I will still make profit, and I'll update you guys probably in about a week's time, maybe even earlier, depending on how many trades I get. And I think it's time to start refraining from buying any more knives, just because I need to start making sure all my keys are tradable, and then I'm going to start looking for Dragon Lore. I'm pretty sure I'm going to conclude this video right here. And just before we go, I will say that the Dragon Lore is dropping. I'm noticing a lot of quick sell Dragon Lores. If you go through the CSGO trade subreddit, you'll see that there's a lot of people, like if you search up like Dragon Lore FN, a lot of people are quick selling it for pretty cheap. I've seen a 0.02 float go for like 750 keys on there once for quick sell, and yeah, it kind of scares me. Like, should I really make this investment? Should I really buy this Dragon Lore? And of course, for the sake of the series, I will buy the Dragon Lore, but my question is, should I go for like a high float and, you know, just YOLO it, or should I go for a low float and risk it dropping later, so then I will end up not profiting from it? But let me know, guys, in the description what you guys want. Do you guys want me to buy a more expensive one? Do you guys want me to buy a a cheaper one for the sake of the show, of course? But yeah, for now, this has been like over 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure, like, we're into the 18-minute mark. Yeah, I've been talking a lot, so I hope you guys enjoyed this long episode. My name is LongBarrel. If you guys could like this video, could share it, favorite, whatever, subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.